Welcome back and thanks for joining me today. It's kind of windy. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of wind noise in the microphones on these little cameras. We're gonna get right to it. I'm sighting in my muzzleloader. Tomorrow is opening day of muzzleloader season for deer in Indiana. We got a cold front moving through. Pretty nice though still. It's supposed to drop in temps, but it's mid 50s right now in southern Indiana, which is pretty awesome for the 1st of December. What we're gonna do is I'm about 25 yards. I think if I have enough bullets, I'm going to shoot a 3-shot group, figure out which bullets are shooting the best for me out of this gun, and then we're gonna blow some shit up. This is a Traditions Pursuit XLT. I bought this a long time ago, actually. Doesn't seem that long ago, but it is. It's a pretty sweet gun. Breaks down, fluted barrel, ported on the end. Problem is, when you're shooting black powder, it gets in those ports, it starts to rust. This is supposed to have like a weather coating on the barrel. I ended up painting it anyway and camouflaging it just to give it a little extra protection, but I'm not super pleased with how that's held up over the years. It got rusty. Trust me, man, I'll oil and clean my guns. They're my other little family, so to speak. So it bums me out that it got rusty. It really does. But it is what it is. And it's a field gun. It's a bruiser. I've taken many deer with this rifle. 50 caliber, 1 28 twist. I don't know the barrel length on it, but we're going to get to it. 1.5 by 5 by 32. What we're shooting today, can't find these. This is what I shot a couple years ago. I haven't used that muzzleloader in years now. I never made it to muzzleloader season. I've always tagged out. But these are pretty cool. These are mechanical bullets. I always like the newest, latest and greatest things. If they look cool and it makes sense, then I try them out. And a few years ago when I was using these, they seemed to shoot pretty well, but I can't remember, so we'll reshoot them. There's a cup that mechanically gets blasted up to seal that chamber. They're really easy to load, which is awesome. There's not a sabot on these. It's a full 50 caliber round with a sliding cup. I thought that was just a brilliant idea. Also got some 348 grain PowerBelt coppers, some 290 grain TMZ BT, some Barnes Spitfires. This was my go-to for a long time. I may go back to it, I don't know. These are Precision Rifles QT all lead bullets in a sabot. These are 45 caliber bullets. These have the highest ballistic coefficient of a muzzleloader bullet that I've been able to find. They used to be called something different, and the name escapes me right now. And dead center, that's what they used to be, dead center bullets. And then the name changed to QT. I don't know. I'll have to Google it and see if dead center's back in action or if these guys bought them out or what. I don't really know. And last but not least are these Thor. Kind of look generic. I guess they may be. They're 250 grain all copper bullets. These bullets are made by Barnes. If you get the 300 grain bullet, you have to size it. Problem with muzzle loaders, they all vary a little bit on their bore diameter. I remember one year I had a hodgepodge of bullets. I'd shot one and was trying to reload for another deer that was standing in the field. I could not, with all my might, get that ramrod down the barrel because it's just so tight and fouled up. These, at 250 grains, you don't need to measure these. And again, you know, a 50 cal can range 5.02 to 5.03, even maybe up to 5.04. So they constrict differently, different companies, different barrels, so on and so forth. But these, there is no sabot, there is no cup, but they are flanged at the back side of these. And the theory is, when it goes boom, those gases and that pressure flare out those fins in the back. There's little cuts on there, and that seals the bore. I've never shot these before, so we're going to try them out today. We'll do a little accuracy test, see which ones group the best, and then we're going to blow up some water jugs Try to catch these bullets. Essentially shooting 100 grains of powder. We're right at 25 yards. Let's see how we group up here. I may just shoot a two-shot group. Just on past experience, I'm pretty certain I can figure out where this is hitting and how accurate it is based on 2 shots. No need to shoot 3 or 5. I don't have a lot of these, y'all. These are hard. Some of these are hard to get too. Those Federal BOR Locks, can't find them anymore. Start off with some 777. That's what these bullets look like. All copper, segmented on the nose there. There's the cup and back. When shot, this cup slides up and expands in the chamber in the lands and grooves. Mechanical bullet. Super easy to load though, which is appealing to me. Bada bing, bada boom. Low right. Bada bing, bada boom. Start top left, 2 shots. Looking pretty good. Give this a quick swab. Try to do this in between each pair of bullets. Blech. I've been curious. Let's shoot this Thor, 250 grains, top right. You're supposed to load easily. Not bad. Low right, that almost looks like a keyhole. Got a big oblong tear in the target. Huh. Well, these Thors may not may not be so bueno, y'all. I shit you not. I've got 2 paper targets behind the one I'm shooting. So if I had a empty space on the backer, if I was shooting at a single piece of paper, theoretically could tear. I have 2 sheets of paper behind my target to keep that very thing from happening. And I shit you not, it looks like an oblong hole. I'll show you when I go down there and after we're done shooting these. Last but not least is the Barnes Spitfire TMZ. See how these load up. All right, there's the motherfucker. I will not be using these. I'm gonna only shoot this once because there's no point in shooting again. These do not fit in my barrel. As I was saying before, these may be one of those that has a bigger diameter bullet and sabot. Not compatible with this Traditions. I know that second shot's gonna be, well, you may just shoot it just for group. Okay, there's the Federal. Core locked, I think it was. There's that Thor. And I was right. That fucker keyhole. Look at that. You can see the black on there from that thing hitting sideways. Unbelievable. Alright, what do we shoot next? I think those dead centers, my best group. I think the PowerBelts, and then there's those barns. Barns, you're not an option. PowerBelts loaded really well. Those dead centers, man, I tell you, I switched from those to those Federals a couple of years ago, and luckily I have enough of them because I'm going back to them. Those are the highest BC hunting bullet I can find. If you get on their website, it has a whole chart of your bullet weights and diameters, and you can match it up with the twist of your rifle, and it'll tell you it'll break down what's the best options for you. And they used to give you the BC, the ballistic coefficient, on their website of each combination. I don't know if that's still the case or not, but the website now, again, these used to be dead center. Now it's called Precision Rifle from Canada, eh? Made in Canada. PowerBelt.com. Hoser. Now that we got these sighted in, let's blow some shit up. Here's my totally scientific redneck test. I was at Rural King. I was buying some more 9mm ammo. The next video I'm going to do is I'm going to decide I'm going to carry it. I'll reveal what my new EDC pistol is going to be. And I want to do some extra tests with the round I'm going to shoot out of that. So instead of going to the Dollar General like I did last weekend or earlier in the week, buying jugs of water, I happened to be in Rural King, which, by the way, is the best store in America. If it sold cold beer, it'd be the greatest store in America, hands down. It's probably a close second to Cabela's or something along those lines. But in there, they had cases of purified water. It's about the same price as one jug of water at Dollar General. And I said, hey, instead of wasting a whole jug of water, I may only end up shooting half the bottles out of this case and I can drink the rest. So, got that nasty deer hide. I got pumpkins left over from Halloween. They're getting a little soft on my front porch. So I had 3 of those left. I got those wrapped with that skanky ass deer hide I was shooting earlier in the week or last weekend. And then I got 2 cases of water backing that up. So surely we'd be able to catch this. I have that hide wrapped front and back, so it's gonna have to go through that hide in front and come out and back too. We've got 3 pumpkins, so I'm only going to do 3 muzzleloader rounds. Let's do that. I want to do that Federal. I want to do that PowerBelt, and I want to do that all lead dead center bullet. Here we go. That deer hide's getting skanky. Gonna make a hell of a mess. I got a half rotten pumpkin and a half rotted deer hide. We'll get a little rank. Let's do this PowerBelt 348 grainer. Hopefully we got the same angle as those water jugs, those water bottles. Catch all this. Fire in the hoe. See water leaking out. Let's go check it out. kind of surprised. I figured I'd see a bunch of water bottles busted up. There's entry, dead center low, which is exactly where I was wanting. There it came out. Oh, I did go through there. Just held together by this handy dandy plastic covering. It's worked out perfectly. These on the outside, no, that one's busted. That one's busted. We make it into the last batch. We did. So we got 1, 2, right down the center. Shit. Complete pass through. 2 cases of water, a pumpkin, and a deer hide. Damn it. Be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked on that. That's one from sighting it in. You see a little deformity on the cone there. That PowerBelt passed through 2 sides, a thick ass hide, this pumpkin, 2 cases of water. That's pretty crazy. Last but not least, you have this Federal BOR Lock. See how it loads on a dirty barrel. Perfect. That's why I switched to these right there, y'all. Let's go have a look. I am going to use those Federals. So I'm going to sight it in real quick. There's that dead center. That tip jammed back in there. Look at that slug. There's that Federal. That's mean. Look how that pedaled out. See that cup that's been pushed up? Made the seal on that. A Federal daisy. That's what I'm going with. I'm going to sight those in real quick. I'm not going to bore you with that, but obviously I need to come up. Could not catch that PowerBelt. PowerBelt was too much. As always, thanks for tuning in and joining along as I sighted in my deer rifle for muzzleloader season. Again, this is a 50 caliber Traditions rifle, and I shot 5 different kinds of bullets out of it today. I'm going with the Federal. You gotta get it sighted in though. It's off some in comparison to these other 2, but man, it's devastating. Look at that. 250 grainer. Pretty sweet. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, be safe.